Hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks a lot for coming today. We're going to talk about something really important, working with a boss who can be very difficult. In this video we'll talk about understanding these kinds of bosses and how they can make us feel at work. We'll look at how their actions can affect us and what we can do about it. You might know someone who has a tough boss, or maybe you have one yourself. We're going to talk about this using stories, real-life examples, and ideas on what to do in these situations. Whether you're here to learn, find solutions, or understand your work better, I think you'll find something helpful. So let's start our talk with a story about David and his boss, which might be more common than you think.
Once upon a time, there was a worker named David. David worked in a big company and his manager, Mr. Jones, was very difficult. Mr. Jones was what some people call a psychopath manager. He was very charming at first, but soon David saw his true colors. Mr. Jones often lied and manipulated people to get what he wanted. He didn't care about others' feelings and was only interested in his success. He always wanted to be the best and didn't like it when others did well. He made risky decisions without thinking about how they would affect the team. David and his colleagues were often stressed and unhappy. They felt scared to speak up because Mr. Jones could be very mean. He sometimes yelled or said hurtful things. This made everyone feel bad, and some people even started looking for new jobs.
David realized he needed to do something to stay healthy and happy at work. He started setting clear boundaries, saying no when he needed to. He also began writing down all the times Mr. Jones was unfair or mean. This made David feel better because he knew he had proof if he ever needed to tell someone about Mr. Jones. To deal with stress, David started exercising more and eating healthier. He also talked to his friends and family about his problems at work, which made him feel less alone. Sometimes, when things got really bad, David would take deep breaths and think of a calm place to help him relax. David also went to see a counselor. The counselor helped him understand that Mr. Jones's behavior was not his fault and gave him tips on how to cope. David learned a lot about himself and how to deal with difficult people. Even with these changes, working with Mr. Jones was still hard. David talked to the Human Resources Department at his company about Mr. Jones. They listened to him and said they would look into it. In the end, David decided that the best thing for him was to find a new job where he could be happier. He felt sad to leave his friends at work, but knew it was the best choice for his health and happiness.
So now, in understanding David's story, it's crucial to define a psychopath manager and identify what makes a manager like Mr. Jones difficult.
A psychopath manager is a boss who shows certain negative traits that make working with them very challenging. These traits can include
Manipulation. They often trick or deceive others for their own benefit. Lack of empathy. They don't care about other people's feelings or well-being. Charm and charisma. Initially, they can seem very charming to get what they want. Impulsive decision-making. He made quick, risky decisions without considering their impact on the team. Arrogance. They believe they are better than everyone else. No guilt. They don't feel sorry for the bad things they do. Blaming others. They never take responsibility for their mistakes and blame others instead. Aggressive behavior. They can be mean, bully people, or get angry easily. Lying. they often lie or don't tell the whole truth. Insensitive to stress, he seemed unaffected by stressful situations, displaying a lack of normal fear response. Unpredictable, his behavior was inconsistent, and he often failed to keep his promises.
These traits created a difficult and stressful work environment for David and his colleagues, as they had to constantly deal with Mr. Jones's problematic management style. Now the question is, how can we know if a boss is a psychopath? Here is a list of signs can help you recognize if a manager might have psychopath traits. Remember, not all tough or strict managers are psychopaths, but these behaviors can be warning signs.
Always wants to win. They always need to be right and win at everything, even over small things. Doesn't listen. They don't really listen to what others say and often interrupt or ignore them. Blames others. When something goes wrong, they quickly blame other people and never think it's their fault. Plays mind games. They like to confuse people or make them feel unsure about themselves. Changes moods quickly. 1 minute they can be nice, and suddenly they can become angry or mean. Wants control. They like to control everything and everyone around them. Doesn't say sorry. They rarely, if ever, apologize for their mistakes or bad behavior. Likes power. They enjoy having power over others and often show it off. Makes others feel bad. They often make people feel bad about themselves, through criticism or mean comments. Seems cold. They don't show real care or warmth towards others and seem cold or distant.
Let's now explore the possible consequences on a person's life who works with them.
Working with a psychopath manager can have several negative effects on a person's life. Stress and anxiety. The person might feel very stressed or anxious all the time. Low job satisfaction. They might start to dislike their job or feel unhappy at work. Health problems. The stress can lead to health issues like headaches, trouble sleeping, or feeling tired a lot. Lack of confidence. They might start to doubt themselves and their abilities. Problems at home. The stress from work can affect their life at home, with family or friends. Burnout. They might feel very tired and lose interest in work and other things they used to enjoy. Career issues. It can be hard for them to grow in their career, or they might think about leaving their job.
Working with a psychopath manager is tough and can affect many parts of a person's life. It's important to find ways to deal with the stress and think about what's best for your health and happiness. Based on the story of David and his experience with his manager Mr. Jones, let's explore the best methods and solutions he took to manage stress and stay healthy.
Setting boundaries. David learned to say no when necessary and protected his personal time, setting limits on how much Mr. Jones's behavior could impact him. Documenting incidents. He kept a record of all problematic interactions with Mr. Jones. This not only helped in providing evidence if needed, but also helped David to objectively view the situation. Seeking support. David talked about his challenges with friends, family, and trusted colleagues, which helped him feel less isolated and more understood. Professional counseling. He sought help from a counselor, which provided him with strategies to cope with the stress and understand that the problem was not his fault. Focusing on personal health. David took care of his physical health by eating right, exercising, and ensuring adequate rest, which is crucial for mental well-being. Practicing self-care. He engaged in activities he enjoyed, like hobbies or spending time with loved ones, to relax and detach from work-related stress. Stress management techniques. David used techniques such as deep breathing and mindfulness to manage immediate stress responses. Talking to HR. He reached out to the Human Resources Department, which is an important step in addressing workplace issues. Considering an exit strategy. Ultimately, David recognized that his health and happiness were paramount, leading him to consider looking for a new job in a healthier environment.
These methods help David manage the stress and maintain his health while dealing with the difficult situation at his workplace. Here are some other simple ways to handle stress when dealing with a tough boss like Mr. Jones.
Talk to someone outside work. Chatting with friends or family who don't work with you can give you a fresh view and help you feel better. Take short breaks. During the day, take a few minutes to step away from your desk. A quick walk or just some quiet time can help clear your mind. Keep a journal. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can be a good way to deal with them. It's like talking to someone who always listens. Learn new things. Doing a course or learning something new can take your mind off work stress and make you feel good about yourself. Plan fun activities. Make sure you have fun things to look forward to after work or on weekends. It could be a movie night, a picnic, or just a lazy day at home. Stay positive. Try to think about the good parts of your day, not just the bad ones. It can be small things like a nice lunch or a funny joke. Relax before bed. Doing something relaxing before bed, like reading or listening to calm music, can help you sleep better. Ask for help when needed. If a task is too hard or there's too much work, it's okay to ask for help. It's better than feeling too stressed. Set personal goals. Having your own goals, like getting fit or saving for a trip, can give you something positive to focus on. Remember, it's just a job. At the end of the day, it's important to remember that it's just a job and it shouldn't take over your whole life.
Let's now summarize what we have explained. Psychopath managers are known for their manipulative behavior, lack of remorse, impulsivity, and inability to empathize with others. These characteristics can create a toxic work environment and significantly impact employee morale and productivity. The effects on employees working under such managers are profound. As seen in David's case, it led to stress, anxiety, decreased job satisfaction, and even physical health issues. Recognizing these signs is not just important for your professional life, but for your personal well-being too. To deal with this situation, we can employ several strategies. Set clear boundaries, kept records of unfair treatments, sought support from friends, family, and a counselor, and importantly, approached human resource. These steps are vital in coping with the stress of working under a psychopath manager. Let's make this interactive. We'll present a few scenarios related to what we've discussed in a multiple choice format, and we'd love to note your choices and give you an explanation before displaying the answer. These practical situations help us think about how we would respond in real life and the best ways to handle them. You will have 10 questions to answer, ranging from easy to difficult. The points for each question vary according to its difficulty, as indicated in the table. Remember, incorrect answers will reduce your score, so avoid guessing. Use this to record your answers. After finishing, calculate your total points and share your score with us in the comments.